Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Ruben Dias, totally focused today, as always, as he has been throughout the 499 appearances he's made up until this one.
Well, he's a special professional who's done a sterling job to keep himself at the top of his game for oh so long. His durability and his mental strength have been a constant, and I wish him all the luck today.
Swept in, and they're back on the ball again. And this is Van Nist, shoots! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Indonesia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's McAllister. Decent chance! And he hits the net. 2-0, and in next to no time. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now it's Neymar. Tries to play it through. Lovely ball and a real chance. And a chance! And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
2 down already, a nightmare start. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Messi. Now he's got space here. And that is as far as they're going to go. Pinches it off him.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Hazard looking to get on the end of this. It's a mighty effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
No, that's been intercepted. McAllister at his creative best. He set up 2 goals, steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run.
And the shot! Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Indonesia get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
That's an imaginative pass. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Ruben Neves is there, and he can get that clear. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. And this is Hazard. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Hazard. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Chance, surely! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. That was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Otto kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pedri. And it's Azar. Manchester United have their third corner. Punched away. In towards the back stick. Big header! Loose ball now, and and it's come back out to him. And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. He's beaten the last man. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. This looks promising. Played into space. Ruben Diaz kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely worked. Otto, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. He has a look up. Goes for a shot! He has done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And the half-time whistle goes. Indonesia are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. So there was the first half.
We've seen some really terrific football in that half with the flow of goals. And of course there are mistakes, but I'm not in a mood to moan.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. So it's back to business. Dida breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Pedri. Now it's Mbappe. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Pedri. Now this could be a chance. Rijkaard gets rid without sophistication. Neymar. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking for options for movement. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's heaved it away. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He rises! Goal! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Manchester United go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Played out towards the right wing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
That has not gone well. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Substitution in progress.
Manchester United can make their change now with a break in play. Lookman to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Rijkaard. Ball played for Lookman. And he cuts out the supply. Ruben Neves. Neymar thinks about the shot. Chance! And it's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Substitution for Indonesia.
Manchester United get their fourth corner.
Coming on the field is number 16.
Ibrahimovic! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is...
And he shoots! He scored! And the comeback is complete! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Brahim Diaz, over to the left. He's a sharp little ball here. That is good alertness. It's a pretty loose pass.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He gets big. It's in. The perfect script, the perfect outcome. A date with immortality. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Brahim Diaz, and he's worked it through. Now it's Hullet, and he's running through, and the finish! It's in! And it's Otto. Mbappe! That is a brilliant interception. Oh, shooting chance! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Quality ball. Pullet is herring after that one. Floated through.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Pullet receives it in a wide position. And here's Brahim Diaz. Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. Indonesia blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Rodri. Now it's Hullet. Well timed, excellent interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rodri. Now it's Hullet. Oh, delightful ball. And the referee brings it to a close. Indonesia have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go...
It's a quick one. Look at the space here. Hakimi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's the throw. Now it's Haaland. Williams. Rodri. Neymar. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Kahn getting this one clear. Now it's Neymar. Lewandowski. Hakimi. It's a really well-measured ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now it's Neymar. Mbappe! This looks promising. And that is masterful defending.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Neymar. And it's Neymar. And smartly reclaimed. Brahim Diaz, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Oh, this is a great position. Nico Williams gets it away. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Haaland. Well, that's an excellent interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Neymar. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. It's a searching pass.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Well timed, excellent interception. Kahn with the clearance. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Played back towards his own goal.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nico Williams. Threads one in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he's managed to get free. That's going to go a long way. And it's Neymar. He's Neymar!
He did so well to create the room to get the shot away.
Chelsea
Couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
Robertson promptly onto that, and that is that. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Rodri. That's really well cleared. Great defending, strong and determined. Lewandowski. That's the keeper's ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Lewandowski. Chelsea looking to pass their way through. Brahim Diaz. Rodri cuts it out. Can he get it through? Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And this is Neymar. Now this... He's having a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. And there is the half-time whistle. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Indonesia clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Lewandowski showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Haaland. Nicely weighted ball. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Chance! And he thumps it clear. He's in a great position here. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Haaland. Chelsea are looking to break at pace. Pedri. Eder Militao does really well to win the ball there. Oh, they could be caught out here. And he shoots! Sticks it away! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's gone looking for safety. Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, he's onto this. Now there's a fine ball. Threatening run, but a measured piece of goalkeeping.
That's just very composed. He held his position really well, and he made him make the first move. He was always in control.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, he's been caught napping! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Brahim Diaz. Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Mbappe. Indonesia have it back and can go again. And he's in on goal. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Now it's Neymar. Oh, shooting chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's a good ball out wide.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And can he finish? Should have equalised.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Substitution for Indonesia.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Number 22, number 5, Pedri.
They've got to be quick to recover this.
Coming on the field.
He's gone for goal. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, that was vital.
Number 9, Gaisca Mendieta. Number 24.
Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to force it any way they can now, Peter.
Indonesia leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. And it's Ribery. Mbappe. Mendieta. Kukçu. And now they can clear their lines. That's been cut out, well played. Azar conjures time and space where few can. Ambitious ball here. And this is Hullet. Climbs up big! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Kukçu carries the ball down the right. And that pass just didn't quite work.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Ronaldinho. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now, can they get him away? Mendes deals with that comfortably. He's had a shot! And it's in! They have stolen level at the last! And a trademark. And we're done. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
De Jong.
Now it's Batistuta.
Ruben Dias. Now it's Neymar. Neymar proves just a little bit too strong.
Rijkaard.
Odo.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And he cuts out the supply. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Pedri. Ambitious ball here. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's clever. And this is Messi. Flings in across. Saliba getting this one clear. Decent chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now this could be a chance! Indonesia still without a single shot on target. Tries to pass it through. Pedri. Mbappe. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Dida breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Raul. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Hakimi makes the interception. Goes for the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Azar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Now it's Batistuta.
Chance, surely! There it is! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Aimed beyond the defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, that's been intercepted. That's really well cleared. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Opts to play it back, and it's Seedorf. And here's Mbappe. And the shots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Raul deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Neymar tries to play it through. Shapes to shoot! No mistake! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Indonesia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
It's a promising position. Azar conjures time and space where few can. And it's Seedorf. They've got a corner here. And this could be the final action of the first half. Seedorf plays it short. Can he finish? And it's in! And they're back in front! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Indonesia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well, they've got it again. Seedorf. Mbappe. Batistuta. And Batistuta! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Well timed, excellent interception. Now he's off and running. It's a pretty loose pass. Raul. Batistuta. Indonesia can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, good-looking ball. This looks... And the shot! And the ball's come loose here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Indonesia needing a change of fortune here. And that's a chance for a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, we call that a slide rule pass. Time to absolute perfection. Quality ball.
Now it's Neymar, and he welcomes it in. That's a good ball. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
And that has been clubbed away.
Rodri, out towards the flank. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Great chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now that looks a decent ball. And here's Messi. Oh, good spread. Otto is onto this. Corner number 2 then. Dida claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. Roll! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Saliba cuts it out. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, this looks sharp. Azar. Pedri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Otto.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That has been cut short. And he's intervened well there. Hazard chasing after it. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. And here's Batistuta. Mbappe. Shot a goal! And that would have won it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous. And he's kept his team in it.
Número 15. Lo reemplazará número 6.
So, third corner of the game.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Hazard. It's Hazard! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Hazard really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he shoots! It's a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So all Batistuta! Oh, yes! It's in the day! This could well be it! He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
That is ended up in no man's land.
It's Park Ji-suk.
Brilliantly cut out.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Hullet. He's got away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that will be the final act. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue...